Good day, all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska-Koper, and today I want to recommend to you this wonderful book which I'm holding in my hands, The War of Our Times. And I am in an awkward position because I am one of the co-authors of this book. But with me in the studio is Michał Werczuk, also the co-author of a book, the author of 3 chapters in it, and also a great specialist when it comes to Ukraine and the East, who was able to share this knowledge through this book as well. Michał, looking at this book, one thing which we have to mention, and it was also very, we can see it also behind us right now, and on the cover are the great photos of Jakub Szymczuk, the author of all photos which are used in the book, who was able to put through his cameras the shelter itself, and also the exhibition of his photos will be in Warsaw along with the promotion of the book. So we have to say that he was able to capture the displays and the characters and the heroes and the volunteers and the place itself, which is a unique space where people who are mostly Orthodox, because Ukrainians are mostly Orthodox, they sleep and they meet in the Catholic Church, and children are playing next to a statue of Jesus, next to a statue of Virgin Mary, and this element of faith and life of the monks who live there in the cloister meet with the life of ordinary Ukrainian people because of the ongoing war on Ukraine, and this help which is done, because after all, without the cloister and without the monks of Wspólnoty Jerozolimskie, sisters and brothers, this place couldn't exist. You came into this place. You needed to go into the church. What was your impression? And we're like awkward. Oh, how do I kneel? What do I do? And then you go downstairs to see the shelter.
You know, I'm Polish. I've been to church before, so I know how to behave. But let's start with Kuba Szymczuk. I'm really happy that we got his work on the cover and illustrating the work, because it's amazing kind of photography reportage. So it's extremely well depicted of look how beautiful is it.
Those pictures are.
Yeah.
I fully agree, and I'm happy that because he's the photographer of President Andrzej Duda, that he found time and could share his skills with us, and was able to capture, after all, this ordinary place, because the place is ordinary. Sometimes it's dirty, sometimes it's crowded, it's not the most new one, it's full of people who are not dressed up or with makeup, but he was able to catch what's unique about this place, and this fact that this very old building, also with history and with art history, meet with new life of Ukrainians. And in your chapter, you mention the history of Wspólnoty Jerozolimskie on Łazienkowska 14, on Łazienkowska 14. Could you tell us in a few words what's the story of the church?
So yeah, basically the church was a hospital during the firstly, it was a shelter for the refugees from the Nazi-occupied Warsaw, and then during one of the German bombing campaigns on Warsaw during the Warsaw Uprising, it was a hospital for the partisans. So and during my research, I don't know if that was well known, but during my research I got an information that on one day, I don't remember what the day it was correctly, that's what I wanted to
but during the World War II.
During the World War II, yeah, but I just need to I
So
don't.
just the fact that this building stand
Okay,
there.
yeah. So I'm sorry. So I was remembering correctly, but I thought that I mixed it up. So on 9/11, yeah, that's why I wanted to check it out. On 9/11 of 1944, Germans bombed the church with more than few hundred people in the church,
In the basement of
in
the
the
church,
basement of the church. So
and all of them died.
about 200 of them died that day.
Yeah, so that's the
And
case.
the church was destroyed for many years. About 1983, they started rebuilding it because for many years it was abandoned. Not
Yeah,
abandoned as a church because they were still praying there, but it was, in
abandoned as a,
ruins.
yeah, in ruins as a cloister. And I know that the communist authorities for many times and for a very, very long time made it extremely difficult to rebuild this church and to renovate it, and that's why it stayed after war for such a long time not reconstructed. And eventually in 1983 it was able to be put back together. Right now it is a cloister, so monks as well as female and male, they live there. And what is incredible about the fact is that since the very beginning of the war, they decided to open their doors for the refugees. But we'll talk more about it in the next episode. And to all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture, the war from the World War II and the current war on Ukraine, they somehow meet in this place of Łazienkowska 14 through this wonderful shelter, which is still open and right now is helping the Ukrainians. And the testimonies about it are in the book. Please read it. And thank you for watching our show.